Be careful what you wish for. You might get less, you might get more. It's Rhyme and Reason 425.
There's a rhyme and reason for your life. There's a rhyme and reason why you're here.
Hey there, Tony here with some careful talk on the Rhyme and Reason podcast today. Got to be careful what you wish for, right? Your mom never tell you that, grandma, somebody tell you that. Be careful what you wish for, it might come true. Well, it's kind of same thing, same idea here. I mean, I talked about this about 5 years ago, I believe it was, but it's still just as true as ever. You might be wishing for things to happen, especially right now. I got to have some things happening. Or you might be wishing for things not to happen. Yeah, I think there's probably a lot of that going on. And you might be wishing and hoping for things you'd probably be much better without, or might be better without. So I'd say it's mighty important to be careful with your wishes. And when I say careful, I mean full of care, okay? There's a woman I know who will remain nameless, who she often wishes her whole life was different. Her whole life, she wishes it was different. Hear her saying that, I wish my whole life was different. I wish I'd never been born. You know, same thing in George Bailey and It's a Wonderful Life. Well, she thinks that, it would make everything better if her whole life was different. But is that true? I mean, is it really true? Do you think you would be a different person if only your circumstances were different? Well, I can tell you this woman I'm talking about probably wouldn't see much difference in her life. I mean, at least not in the important matters. But she's clueless when it comes to what's truly important. Well, what could that be? Relationships. I got a song about that by the same title, as coincidence might have it. Be careful what you wish for. I'm going to share that with you, and I'll be right back.
You got a house and your privacy. You got a car, you're in the driver's seat. But you believe there's a bigger dream you have to follow. Oh. So you work for your daily bread. Wish for something that could get you ahead. Because losing the race would be such a hard pill to swallow. Oh. Be careful what you wish for. Look out, 'cause it might come true. You never ever really know what's in store. So be careful. Be careful what you wish for. Never breaks or even bends a rule, but in her mind she's convinced that something is missing. Oh, so she spends what her husband makes and doesn't think about the toll it takes. Her mother tried to tell her once, but she wouldn't listen. No, no. Be careful what you wish for. And look out, 'cause it might come true. You never ever really know what's in store. So be careful. Be careful what you wish for. Now that old world can get its hands on you, but only if you stop and let. You have the right to change your mind. Somebody might just regret it. Don't forget it, no. Be careful what you wish for. Be careful. Look out, 'cause it might come true. Look out, 'cause it might come true. You never ever really know what's in store. So be careful, be careful. Yeah, be careful what you wish for. Look out, 'cause it might come true. You never ever really know what's in store. So be careful, be careful. Oh, be careful, better be careful. You better be careful. Look out, 'cause it might come true. Oh, you never ever really know what's in store. So be careful, be careful. Yeah, be careful what you wish for. Be careful, be careful. Be careful, be careful. Be careful, be careful.
Yeah, you never ever really know what's in store, right? So you better be careful what you wish for. Yeah, that song is part of my motel sessions, I call them, from way back when I was on the road. Some motel somewhere. I don't remember which one that one was, and it wouldn't matter anyway, right? But that's one of the songs I'm actually currently in the process of updating with a new modernized version of. So there'll be another episode some point in the future where maybe I'll share the updated version of that. Or maybe I won't make it available in the podcast. Let me know if you think I should. Anyway, like I said, it's a matter of relationships. You know, if you're working on relationships and not money, things can work out better for you, because relationships are the only thing that lasts forever, not money, and certainly not all the things money can buy. But, don't misunderstand me, because I know how much better your quality of life can be with money. It's better to have money than not. But only if you first understand relationships and how important it is to nurture them and keep them as precious jewels to you. If you don't know how to do that when you're broke, I can guarantee it's not going to magically happen for you when you're wealthy. So I hope as you have some extra time to ponder the big and little things in life right now, we apparently are going to have some extra time for some extra time here. We got the order from some, the powers that be here in Colorado that the stay-at-home order is extended until April 26th. So we'll see if they extend it beyond that. Anyway, so as you have the extra time to ponder the big and little things, focus on what's real and what's important, and focus on how you can serve and love your neighbor, something we're called to do as Christians if you're one of those, and I am. I proudly, freely admit that. And if loving your neighbor is not even on your radar, then be careful what you wish for, because you might just get it, and then you'll wish you hadn't got it. Okay, that's all for this episode of Rhyme and Reason. Brought to you by TonyFunderburk.com, maker of fine books and merch. Be watching for new books and merch soon. Words and music, always words and music, and of course always rhymes and reasons. And life has rhyme and reason because God made you.
There's a